Hi! So what you're about to watch is a little bit of chaos. Basically, what was going to be like half of my 12 Days of Bookmas reading vlog turned into like more than half, turned into like a 24-hour readathon, turned into I don't even know what. Enjoy the chaos. I honestly don't even know at this point what this is going to look like. I'm sure it'll be a good time. I end up reading 6 books in this reading vlog, and I have a lot of thoughts. So have fun, grab some tea, let's see what happens. Welcome to my 12 Days of Bookmas reading vlog. If you don't already know, myself and my friend Em from Bookish Potatoes, we are hosting our very first readathon. It's so exciting. It is currently December 25th at 9 o'clock, so it's already started over on the East Coast, but just a couple hours until we get started over here. Very exciting. If you want to see my TBR for this readathon, be sure to check out my video. But my very first read that I'm going to be starting off with is Kate in Waiting by Becky Albertalli. I've been waiting to read this one because I wanted to read it for this readathon, and I'm so excited. So this book is going to cover 2 prompts, the 12 drummers drumming and the 9 ladies dancing. 12 drummer drumming is to read a book with music in it, and 9 ladies dancing is to read a book with a female protagonist or point of view. I'm so excited for this readathon, so I am going to start this at midnight tonight, and we'll see how we do. Hello, it is midnight, which means it is time to start the readathon. I'm probably gonna read like about a half hour, maybe an hour, depending how tired I get, because it's been a long day, you know, Christmas. But I am going to be starting in on this. I'm so excited. The fact that I didn't start reading this the second it came in the mail is just a miracle unto itself. So let's go. Let's do this thing. Hello. So last night I did manage to get about 5 chapters. Yeah, 5 chapters into Kate in Waiting, and I can already tell this book is gonna be very close to home. As someone who grew up doing theater, has been doing theater my entire life, reading about the high school theater experience feels a little bit like a call out, but like I'm also loving it. So I'm so excited to get further in. Tonight we do have our live stream, our first like kickoff live stream with some reading sprints. So we're doing that, and we are dressing up as Christmas characters. I'm very excited. I'm gonna put together my face and everything for that, and I'll show you guys how it turns out. Hopefully it looks good. We'll see. I am checking in. We finished with our reading sprints, which were a lot of fun. I got a lot of reading done. In fact, I got halfway through Kate in Waiting, or just about halfway through. And let me tell y'all, I have never felt more seen in a book. Basically, this book is such a good representation for anyone who was in high school theater. Take that as you will. Like, honestly, there's things that are super cringy. That is because high school theater, it can be very cringy. Also, some things in here that just make my heart hurt so much, because I miss theater. I miss doing shows so much. They have their like first day of rehearsals for the show that they are doing. I am trying to keep this spoiler free because this book doesn't come out until April 21st, so I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. Basically, they go into their first rehearsal for the show that they are doing, and the way that Kate describes first rehearsals and just that experience, and also the way she describes being a part of like a theater and being a part of a show family, and it like honestly, it filled me up with so much joy to read that. And it's something that I miss so much. It really is indescribable to anyone who's never experienced being a part of a show. When you are in rehearsals like every single day, multiple hours a day, when you when you have rehearsals that go well into the night, sometimes a lot later than they are supposed to go, but when you have a show that needs to get done, you get it done no matter what. It like forms such a wonderful bond. There's a lot of other things happening in this book. There's like high school romance, and I think there is some really awesome like representation in this book. I also think it's really fantastic the way she is talking about friendships in this book, and especially high school friendships, those like really deep, close-knit friendships that you have in high school, where those people are your entire world. There's definitely things that are predictable. Like at this point, I already know what's gonna happen. There's definitely like a love quadrangle that's kind of happening, but not in like a weird cringy way. I'm really interested to see how it's going to develop, but like there's definitely things that you see them coming. Yeah, I might just finish this book tonight. I don't know, we'll see. I always say that and it never happens. He's like, I'm gonna finish this book tonight, and then I like start to read and pass out. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I love this book. I was also very scared because like, what if I didn't like this book? What would I do? I don't know what I would do. I'm still nervous. I'm still nervous about that. But at this point, like, it'd have to do a lot to disappoint me. It would have to crash and burn to disappoint me. Also, they mentioned Josh Groban. Any book that mentions Josh Groban ever, like 5-star book. Okay, I am finally checking in because I have been busy all morning. And I have about 10 minutes before my meditation class because yes, I take a meditation class. I wanted to check in because last night I actually did manage to finish Kate in Waiting. I honestly thought I would like read a couple more chapters and then go to sleep, but I stayed up until about 3 a.m. reading this book. And it hurt. It was beautiful. It was so... Okay, first of all, I love Becky Albertalli's writing. I think she has such a wonderful way of developing characters that feel so real and so complex. Even her side characters, they all have like little things about them that make them so much more in depth than a lot of other, especially YA contemporaries I've found. And again, this is then be completely spoiler free because this doesn't come out for quite some time still. I will say, if you've never been involved in theater, and especially like theater growing up, this might not be the book for you. I definitely cried several times throughout it. And I was like crying at the end at like 2 a.m. It was a little bit of a mess. It's fine. Overall, if you love Becky Albertalli's work, this is like next level, so good. If you were at all involved in high school theater, highly recommend it. The next book that I am picking up for the readathon is the 12 Days of Christmas by Jenny Bayless. Bayless, yeah. This is our group read for the readathon. I've heard like mediocre things about it from all the reviews and like my friends who've read it. Everyone's been saying like, it's cute, it's nothing special, and honestly that's okay. Sometimes you just need a cute fluffy read. Sounds like it's gonna be, you know, same level as like Hallmark Channel movies. Like, I love them because they are what they are. I don't have like high expectations, but my hopes for it is that it's cute, I like the romances, and the characters get some good development. Those are my expectations going in. Of course, the Garner comes right as I want to film. So last night I didn't read anything of 12 Dates of Christmas, unfortunately. We're doing great, fam. It's fine. I did, however, get started on the audiobook for Boyfriend Material, which I'm very excited about. So far I'm about a quarter of the way through, and it's good. I think it'll be really cute. Right now, I feel like I'm not feeling as much tension as I feel like there could be. There's like definitely an attraction on I'm like forgetting the main character's name, but there's definitely like an attraction, but I feel like I'm not getting as much chemistry as there could be, so we'll see what happens. I am enjoying it though, it's not bad. Hi, so it has been a little bit since I've updated. It's been a couple days. I did actually finish Boyfriend Material and I liked it. It wasn't really anything super special. I found all of the like side characters really annoying. I could not stand any of them. Our main character Luke, he went through some really great character development. I thought like at least he was super fleshed out. You could see his like arc from the beginning to the end. However, the like love interest Oliver, he just also wasn't super interesting, and there was like some chemistry, but a lot of it felt very forced. So unfortunately, it wasn't my favorite book. I'd probably only give it like 3 stars. I like the storyline, I like the concept, like the main character didn't really like anyone else. I liked Oliver in the end. Yeah. I am now finally starting in on 12 Dates of Christmas. I'm gonna try and finish this book today. It's New Year's Eve. Gonna try and finish it before the end of the year. Let's see how that goes. I'm currently on date number 5. It's been very mediocre at best. I feel like I already know what's going to happen also. Like I feel like I know who she's gonna end up with. But we'll see if it actually goes that way. Also, there's been like weird grammatical errors and you're like, this is a published book. Why is that a thing? Maybe it'll turn itself around. I don't have high hopes though, because everyone in our Discord is not loving it. And I feel really bad that this was the one that we chose. Happy New Year! It is the new year. Wow, we made it. We actually made it to 2021. I honestly doubted it sometimes. Yeah, I was fully convinced that I would like wake up and be like, just kidding. It's March again. That is besides the point. I am officially 2/3 of the way through this book. Wow. Okay. So here's the thing. It's gotten better. It has like picked up. There's finally more action. The thing is the dates are just so boring. When I read the premise of this and when me and Em chose out the book, my like interpretation was like each of the dates would be really like messy but funny, and none of them have been really funny except for one where she like accidentally ended up on a date with a gay guy. That was kind of fun. That was funny because it was unexpected. Things like that should have happened. It has picked up though. There has been a lot more action, some more romance, finally. The thing that I thought was going to happen is definitely happening. I'm not surprised. I am going to finish this up today. I have to finish it today. Like, I have 3 other books that I have to get to for this readathon. So we're finishing today. It's still cute. It's not like bad. It's just not particularly good. Hello and welcome to another 24-hour readathon. This one is already going to be a disaster. I can already tell. We started at 4 o'clock. It's a little bit past 4 o'clock now. But we're doing fine. It's doing great. I am currently finishing up. Hold on. I am currently finishing up Passenger. I have like an hour left of the audiobook. I'm like on chapter 20, something like that. Yeah, so I have like an hour left of the audiobook, so I'm going to finish that up for the first hour. And then I am going to read. I'll be back. So I'm gonna continue reading These Violent Delights. I'm currently reading this for our 12 Days of Bookmas Readathon. I am buddy reading this with Nat from Nerdy Nat Reads. So we were supposed to get to like 50% yesterday. I am not at 50%. But I'll get there. That is what this readathon is for. So I'm gonna get to 50% today. And then I am going to start on Where Dreams Descend. I am hopefully, maybe I feel like I can finish this today. So those are my goals. Get to like 75% of this book and then finish this book. That would be all of the books that I'm supposed to read for the 12 Days of Bookmas Readathon. If I do manage to do that, I'm going to get started on over there. Where is it? There it is. Shadow and Bone. I'm gonna get started on Shadow and Bone because it is the Grishaverse read-along. This is gonna be a chaotic one. I can already tell. I don't know what's going on. I also have a lot of organizing to do because I just moved back to my house after a month at my parents' house, so I have a lot of like organizing that needs to get done. So I might try and find an audiobook somewhere to pop in while I do that. We'll see what happens. So I just finished Passenger. Wow, what a great book. It is 4:52, so less than an hour into the readathon, and I finished my first book. I only had an hour left of that audiobook, so like not that impressive. I'm going to the plan. What is my plan? I think I'm gonna pick up these Violent Delights next. Try and get to the halfway mark of that. Once I get there, I might pick up the second book of Passenger Wayfarer. I have it. It's over there. So I think I'm gonna pick that one up on audiobook while I reorganize my room. So far, these Violent Delights, incredible. Definitely my type of book. I mean, 1920s Romeo and Juliet retelling, enemies to lovers, the like already the banter and like the tension, that's the word, the tension between Roma and Juliet. So good. I'll check in when I get to that halfway point. All right, so it is almost midnight. I can safely say this 24-hour readathon is not going as well as my last one. I did manage to get about halfway through. No, I am halfway through, not about. I like actually am halfway through these Violent Delights, and I am loving this book. It is incredible. First of all, both like Juliet and Roma are the type of characters that are a bit like very like fierce on the outside, very kind of scary. Like Juliet high-key terrifies me, but also like very like gooey on the inside and will do anything to protect those they love, and are like scared of getting hurt. We did just have like the balcony scene. I'm really loving seeing the similarities between this and Romeo and Juliet. You really like see the parallels. You have like the masquerade ball, you have the balcony scene, things like that, but it really takes those very iconic scenes and flips them on their head. All the characters are like very true to what they are in like the original text. I love that like Chloe Gong gave the people what they want, made Mercutio gay. Like come on, who read Romeo and Juliet and was like, yeah, that man's straight? No one. I'm just really loving how it takes that story and really twists it in a way that gives it a really unique original take. There is also some like great social commentary about like Westerners in Shanghai during this time, and also you're seeing the rise of the Communist Party, which is really cool. You have like all this stuff in the background of something kind of crazy happening. I might try and read another like quarter of it tonight. However, right now I'm actually putting it down and I am picking up the audiobook of Wayfarer, the second book to Passenger. I am just really loving that duology. I really like the first book at least, so I want to finish it, and I do have some like cleaning and stuff that I have to do. My room is a little bit of a disaster zone right now. I'm like transitioning between Christmas and regular. I'll let you know how Wayfarer is because we were left on a cliffhanger in Passenger. Hello, good morning. So I did manage to make it about halfway through Wayfarer. I have a feeling I'm like not gonna actually finish any books during this 24 hours. I'm just gonna get halfway through. What if I turn this into like a 48-hour? I'd like try and finish these 3 books. Anyway, I'm about halfway through Wayfarer. I'm freaking loving it. It's so good. Just the whole like everything is really well thought out. Like one of my complaints in a lot of like fantasies in terms of like their magic systems, or in like sci-fis, is there aren't any like limitations. Yeah. So when the limitations are broken, it's not like as big of a deal. But this one, there's like very clear limitations and the way that things are supposed to go. So when things do deviate out of the ordinary, it's like, oh, something big is happening. And I love that. I kind of want to switch over to Where Dreams Descend. I'm like so scatterbrained during this. But I want to switch over to Where Dreams Descend, maybe get like halfway through that, and then maybe get another quarter of the way through These Violent Delights. And then we'll see where we are from there. We've come to the end of our 24 hours. I did finish Passenger, but I only had like, I don't even know how many pages I had left in that. Hold on. I got through the last hour, which was about 54 pages. So there was that. And then I did get halfway through Wayfarer. I managed to get to the halfway point of These Violent Delights. And I managed to get about a third of the way. Close to half. How many pages are in this book? Yeah, just under half of Where Dreams Descend. In total, it was about 621. So not as good as my last 24-hour readathon. And I might turn this into a regular vlog. Why don't we just keep going, y'all? Why not make it a 48-hour readathon? I just really want to finish these 3 books because I need, well, first of all, I need to finish these 2 before the end of day tomorrow for my readathon, for the 12 Days of Bookmas Readathon. Let's do it. Let's just see how far I get in 48 hours. How am I feeling about these books? I think I already talked about my feelings this is chaos. This one, I'm really loving it. I love all the characters, even like Sophia, who's kind of an antagonist. She's an antagonist without being like the big antagonist. She's not the villain of the story. I adore her. She's a bit of a disaster, and I love that in a person because same. And I haven't checked in at all about this one, but I am loving it. I'm loving the atmosphere. It definitely has like Night Circus vibes, and the way that it's written is very like lyrical and flowery. So there's that. Definitely took me a minute to get into it because I was like, oh, okay, what is happening? But it seems really interesting. There isn't like a defined magic system per se yet, so I'm interested to see how that develops. I really enjoy the character, our main character of Kalia. I really like her. I really like her personality. She's definitely one of those like just very fiery type personalities. All of these, they're all pretty fiery, which I love. I'm interested to see about, I don't even think I explained at all what this is about. I actually wasn't too sure what this was about going in, except that it had like Phantom of the Opera and Moulin Rouge type vibes to it. But basically it's about this girl who is a magician. She has magic and she's a performer in a like very like kind of hidden exclusive club. She was like brought there at a young age. She was like found in this like forest. Since then the club has passed down to the guy who like found her, his son, who's like a couple years older than her. So of course there's like some vibes happening, but he doesn't seem like a great guy. I don't know, I don't trust him, but I feel like he has reasons for what he's doing and we don't know them yet, and I'm curious to see what the reasons are. Overall, I'm really enjoying it though. It's like, it just has such a flowy way of telling this story, and the magic is really interesting and intriguing. So I'm curious how it develops. Also, I think I didn't realize that this wasn't a standalone. I need to stop picking up more series. I need to finish the series that I've already started. But here we are. Anyway, I think I'm supposed to be doing reading sprints right now. I think I'm hosting a live show. I gotta go. Bye. So we did our reading sprints, which were a lot of fun, a lot of chaos. The Grisha gals, they're a good time. If you haven't joined our Grisha read-along, there's still plenty of time. Links all down below. But I managed to get another 100 pages into Where Dreams Descend, and I'm loving this story. I just really like the atmosphere. I love this sort of like showy magic and like combining magic with like the theatrics of it all. It's a lot of fun. There's like a romance blooming, which I'm interested to see how that takes shape. The character of Jack, he's terrible, but he intrigues me. I wouldn't say I like him, but he intrigues me. I'm very curious, his like background and everything. I'm going to try and get a little bit further into this. It is a little bit later because I had to eat dinner and did some yoga. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get a little bit further into this tonight. I ideally would finish it. I don't know, maybe it'll happen. But I'm also getting tired, so we'll see what happens. There's no structure to my vlogs. And you should expect that from me. Hi! So this is so much later than I was going to update because I woke up this morning and just immediately started reading. It's about like 2 o'clock now and I managed to finish Where Dreams Descend. Yay! Okay, so thoughts. I really liked it. I thought that like the atmosphere and everything of it was super cool. The ending left me real confused. I feel like I have to reread the last, like, I don't even know how many pages that is, like 20 pages to figure out what the heck happened. Like, just so much happened really fast. Yeah, I'm excited for the second book. I think that comes out in like June or something, so pretty soon. But yeah, I finished this one. Thank goodness. Yeah, so now all I have to do is finish these Violent Delights. I haven't read any of it yet today. But I'm gonna finish it today. I only have like 200 pages left, which isn't bad at all. Definitely something I can do. I will check in when I get a little bit further in there. So I decided to combine this vlog with my previous 12 Days of Bookmas vlog because disaster, human disaster right here. But because of that, I don't think I ever actually like updated what I thought about this book, 12 Dates of Christmas, the 12 Dates of Christmas. So I finished this one a while ago. I think on New Year's Day was when I actually managed to finish this one. And look, here's the thing, it's cute. It's a cute book. It's nothing like super special. It didn't like make me particularly like swoony, and I didn't like feel the chemistry all that much between the main character and the love interest, the like person she ends up with. I don't want to spoil anything, but like if you don't figure it out by page 1, like it's so obvious. It wasn't bad though. It reads like a Hallmark Channel movie, and I love Hallmark Channel movies. My thing is though, is that with Hallmark Channel movies, I'm only like dedicating an hour and a half of my life to that, as opposed to this, which took me several hours to read. And I don't want to dedicate that much time to that sort of material. Maybe if I had listened to the audiobook, I would have liked it more because it would have been more of like a casual listen type deal. I don't know. Either way, it was okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on these I'm gonna go get ready for my meditation class, then I'm gonna get started for these Violent Delights, so stay tuned. Hello, so it is the next day, and I did manage to finish These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong before midnight. So I did complete all of my books for the 12 Days of Bookmas Readathon. Honestly, I didn't think that was going to happen for a couple. There was a little bit there. It was like, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But I did. I ended up finishing it half hour before, which seems to be my thing for readathons. Just finishing right before I need to. I ended up loving this book. There's so many parallels to the original text that I absolutely love. last I talked about this, I think I talked about the balcony scene and how it was like really cool because there were some like very similar things to originally Romeo and Juliet, and how it translated into this text with Roma and Juliet's relationship, and how like different that is than, of course, in the book, in the play. I really enjoyed that they had this like backstory of their lives and how they're kind of learning about each other once again. Normally what I like in like anything that has romances in it is I like to see them fall in love. I kind of hate when there's already like established relationships. However, this one is different because they are like broken up and they aren't in a relationship, so seeing them like kind of deal with those feelings, those residual feelings, as they're like, I don't know how to feel about you type deal, is really interesting. The ending, oh my god, I'm so excited to see what happens in the next book. I can't believe we're probably gonna have to wait like another year for the next one. But I'm so excited because it left at such a cliffhanger and it was done in such a good way. I was like, no, I don't want this thing to happen. And it like worked itself in a way that was like really good and really clever. So I'm very excited to see what happens in the next book. I ended up just absolutely loving this, which no one should be surprised about. It's 1920s. It's Romeo and Juliet. Like, that's my jam. There's like a stabby girl. There's a soft boy. I love it. So there we go. That is my 12 Days of Bookmas / 24-hour readathon / I don't even know what reading vlog. I hope this ends up coming together in a somewhat coherent vlog, and I hope you enjoy. If you did like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Normally my vlogs aren't this unorganized. Maybe a little unorganized, but not this unorganized. So if you do want to see more videos kind of like this, be sure to hit subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, bye!